Cassia Faye Hayden. Welcome to my channel. And today we have another self-care Saturday, positive thinking, reading from this book. The book is Change Your Mind, Change Your Life by Gerald G. Jampolsky, MD, and Diane V. Sinon. I can't pronounce her last name very well, but that's who wrote the book. Change your mind, change your life. Concepts in attitudinal healing. Alrighty, and we are still in chapter 2. These are long chapters, so that's why it's taking so long. We are at A Dream of Passage. All right. Take my bookmark here so I can guide my reading. So many times the depths of our loved ones have much to teach us. Not the depths. So many times the deaths of our loved ones have so much to teach us about the ways we are joined. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. How we deal with the bonds between us can be the source of conflict and pain within us, sometimes even resulting in physical symptoms and illness. However, as Diane's own experiences have taught me, those bonds can also guide us to the joy that comes with a deeper understanding of our spiritual connections. I have been a facilitator for one of the AIDS groups at the center since 1987. Although we have had some long-term survivors in the group, we have also lost many to AIDS. It is difficult for me to comprehend that after developing such close relationships with them, so many are dead. Each person's life and death has had a unique effect on me, and the richness of what I have learned from each of them will never leave me. It has never been easy watching their bodies waste away, and yet their courage and their spirit have always been an uplifting force in my life. It was never my expectation that I would be working with people who were facing life and death situations. The challenge of facing one person's death is difficult enough, but facing the deaths of so many friends seems almost incomprehensible. I had received much support from Jerry, the staff at the center, and others as I tried to experience all aspects of my own mourning process. As I look back, I know there were times when I kept my emotions outside my own awareness. One example of this is that I recently had a series of sore throats, and I had not been able to completely rid myself of. I can now see that it was quite possible that the lump in my throat represented tears and grieving that I just hadn't yet allowed myself to experience and bring to a completion. My throat's just dry. I haven't drank much yet today. One night before going to sleep on the eve of my birthday, I remember asking the universe for help with the deep-seated emotions that were causing me so much discomfort. That night I had a vivid dream. To me, this was a dream of passage in which I was able to experience the unmourned losses I had after the deaths of so many dear friends. In one portion of this vividly detailed dream, I was in a large room with many people who were also mourning the loss of loved ones. A man got up in front of the group and read a anonymous poem that expressed what we were all feeling. I knew that I was the author of that poem, but I did not wish to let the others know this. Upon awaking, stop it! Leave the cat alone. If you leave them alone, maybe they'll like you. Gotta leave them be, okay? Alright? They're not gonna like you if you keep harassing them. I know you just want their attention, but buddy, that's not how you become friends. You don't force your attention on them. Okay? You can't force someone to like you. You have to step back and let them come to you, okay? Alright? Alright? They'll like you eventually. You just gotta give them time and space, okay? I like you. You got me. And Merlin likes you. And Mordred likes you. But you gotta give the other kitties some space, okay? Hi, Mordred. Are you helping? Alright. Let's clean your eyes. Your eyes are dirty. Nope, come here. Let me clean your eyes. There we go. That's better. Alright. It's gross. Where were we? I need to read, okay? This is important. Alright, let me read this. Hey, get your nose off my book. Alright, get your nose off my book. Yeah. Alright, where were we? Let me read, okay? This is hey, this is important. Hi, Mordred. Are you guys trying to help? Sometimes, you guys, your help is not help. I do appreciate the thought, though. Alright. Let me get your face off my book. Stop it. Alright. Upon awakening from this dream, I was able to record it in get off my leg in vivid detail. He's trying to lick my leg while I'm reading, and it's very uncomfortable. Stop. Back off a little bit. Okay? Let me read. Let me read. Go lay down. I'll pet you later. Go lay down. They're going to get irritated if I keep reading the same paragraph over and over and over again because you won't leave me alone. Yeah. I love you, though. All right. Upon awaking from this dream, I was able to record it in vivid detail, and then I wrote it down. I wrote down the poem that had been in the dream. I called the poem "The Bridge." Both the dream and the poem proved to be very healing for me. As the lump in my throat seemed to dissolve and the sore throats disappeared, I included the poem here in the hope that perhaps it will be helpful to others who also are dealing with the process of mourning the loss of a loved one. Now, when I picked up this book, obviously it doesn't indicate in any way by the title that it's specifically about mourning. But, I mean, mourning is difficult, so I figure it doesn't hurt to read a book about learning how to deal with mourning on the channel, because it is self-care. You know, it is important to know how to deal with mourning. So, I mean, we all have losses in our lives. We all lose people. We all lose loved ones and animals and whatnot. And it is important to know how to grieve and not hold it in and make yourself sick with it. So I would prefer to be reading something that is a little bit more generalized and about positive thinking in general. But, you know, it is good to know how to deal with the emotions of mourning and help process them. So I'm not trying to be like super morbid by by reading a book specifically about mourning, because I didn't know it was about mourning when I started reading it. However, like I said, it is good. It is good for us to know how to deal with loss. So anyway, back to the book. The bridge. Alone, living in the glance of death's masks, there is a grayness in the air, on shadowed skin, and in the minds as they darken dimmer and dimmer each day. Bright young lives, shining with pride and the joyful expression of their being here at the time to light the way. Bridge is differences between straight and narrow mindedness. Engulfed in grief, death all around, daily obituaries of friends and lovers, old acquaintances, and ourselves. It seems sometimes that I'm not sure who died, them or me. I only know that their courage and anger, their confusion and pain, their tears and their resignations are all mine too. It was so easy to step back into the nothing world of now, as I would leave them each week, detaching the cables of my heart that connected us one by one. They were never all removed, detached as I may become in the fortress of my mind. The cables remain intact to keep us joined forever. There was an indistinguishable time when the cables lay heavy, weighted with loss and hopelessness. I thought they were built to help support them. Today, I can see that they were built by us all to keep us forever connected. A roadway or bridge of sorts, strong a span as ever there was. It stands permanently as plaques to pain from one world to the next, from discrimination and hatred and fear to acceptance and compassion and love. I will gladly hold my end, as I know they will theirs in the other world of eternal time, a place of youthful beauty expressed from the inner self of us all. We will keep the cabled structure in place, not only to bind us in memory, remembering your existence alive, but to secure a place for others to go. They can walk safely now, protected by the familiarity of others gone before, guided by the love from this side and beyond, joined in the experience that we all intimately walk the road together. Only the scenery is different. I thank you for another rung on the stout structure. You have bridged me with more than you ever know. Yet perhaps know now. You have connected me with my own self, my own grief, my own loss, and my own love. He's being weird today. I know I need to trim my bangs and my hair. I've been needing to get it done for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have more important things I need to get done than just make myself look pretty. But yeah, it'll get done when it gets done, right? Anyway, the most important gift of all. Perhaps the most frequently asked question we hear is, what can I do to be helpful to someone who is dying? The person asking this question is usually looking for things both to do and to say. He or she, hey, leave the other kitties alone. What are you doing? Come here. Lay down. Lay down. Sharon. Oh, okay. You're eating your food. You can have your food. You can have that. That's yours. All right. I don't know what is his deal today, but anyway, he or she may be fearful of saying or doing the wrong thing. It is never easy for us to answer this question because we really don't feel that it is possible for us to know what is best for other people. The best way we can respond is to suggest that answers come when we are still and go inside ourselves and then trust what we hear. And through that process, we find answers that are a little different for each of us. Hi, sweet Spell. You want to come up here? What's the matter, babe? Oh, you want to use the potty? Okay. She's going to go use the potty. When we, Diane and Jerry, go inside ourselves in this way, we are often reminded that it is most helpful to recognize the person we are with our teacher. He or she is there to give us an opportunity not only to be helpful, but to look at our own internal dialogues about life and death. We have found that the most important gift we can give another person is our inner peace and our unconditional love and acceptance. For both of us, we find that to be fully present with an open heart is much more important than to have prepared ahead of time exactly the right thing to say or do. Turn the page. What seems to be essential is our being, our presence with the other person. We continue to ask for inner guidance about what to think, say, and do. And we are impressed by how often we receive the following message, loud and clear. Just be. There is nothing that needs to be said. Just be. And let go of all fear. The hell are you guys doing over there? There is nothing you need to do, just be. The power of love as you sit in the silence holding the hand of a loved one, friend, or patient who is dying is limitless. Sitting with another person, seeing only that person's inner light, can dissolve all perceptions of separation and aloneness and can bring about a joining for both people that never ends. When we are feeling self-doubt, we remind ourselves that everyone was born with a PhD in love. What are you whining about? What's the matter? Meow. What's the matter, Drago? I can't see him, but I know his meow. So I know it's him. Alright. Hi, Merlin. You want to help? Yeah, you're going to help me read? You can't climb on my book. I can't read it if you're on it, okay? Just like my tablet. You can't walk on my tablet. Okay? What's the matter, Drago? You're a good boy. Yes, you are, Merlin. Alright. Looking past the body. When someone in our life is dying and their body is wasting away, it is not always easy to look beyond what we think of as their physical reality. But if we choose to, we can regardless of the state of the body. We can always choose to see the light shining from the very center of that person's being instead of focusing on the outer wrappings of the spirit which the body represents. When we believe in our hearts that there is no separation and that as spiritual beings we are always joined to each other and our source forever, our attachments to our bodies and our fears begin to diminish. With faith and trust, we can then recognize that our reality is not limited to the body, which continues to change. What is real is changeless, and the only thing we know that doesn't change is the eternal love that created us. Affirmations. There is another way of looking at death other than believing that it is the end of the line. When I am feeling grief, I will face my pain and not deny it. When I trust and have faith that love is eternal and always joined, I will not believe in separation or death. When I choose to believe that minds always communicate and that you do not need bodies to communicate, I will know that I can never be separated or alone. I will never give up hope because I can always trust in love. Alrighty, that is the end of that chapter. The next chapter, chapter 3, is titled The Power of Attitudes in Health. And we will get to that. Not next week, because next week is a meditation week. If I don't end up having to avoid doing a video and then do it the following week. But if I can stick to my schedule next week and do a meditation video, then this chapter will come up the week after, because I try to do them every other week. They take turns. I do the meditation videos, and then I do this, and then I do the meditation videos every other week. Alrighty. I think the reason the dog is acting weird and the cats are acting weird is because I have the window in the kitchen open like about that much, which is as far as I can actually open it because it doesn't have a screen. But I'm trying to air out the house as much as possible, which is difficult when I only have 2 windows that open and one I can only open that far. But I think there might be somebody outside in the neighbor's yard. I don't know. I may be wrong. But anyway, so my neighbors think I talk to myself. When I'm doing my videos, my neighbors think I'm talking to myself, having conversations with myself, and kind of crazy. Now, they know that I have a YouTube channel. They know I do videos, but for some reason, even though they know this, when I'm doing videos, they think I'm having a conversation with myself. So I don't know what their deal is. I think they may think I'm crazy for doing my videos, but I think they're crazy because they can't grasp the concept of stay out of my yard and stop trying to break it, and don't blow up my phone at 4 o'clock in the morning. They have stopped blowing up my phone. They have stopped coming in my yard for the moment. They have stopped breaking in for the moment. So far this month, I haven't had any problems yet. Hopefully it stays that way. But it has been an issue for almost an entire year now. I moved in October. It is now September, and I finally stopped. After almost a year of telling them to leave me alone, to stay out of my yard, stop blowing up my phone at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know how they got my phone number. I did not give it to them. And breaking in and threatening me for putting up curtains or wanting to be left alone or buying a dog. They have dogs, but apparently I'm not allowed to have one because they want to keep breaking into my house. Okay. And I'm not allowed to have curtains because they want to be able to look in my windows. Okay. That's not how it works. You can't tell your neighbors they can't have curtains and they can't have their pets. It's not your choice. The landlord can tell you that, but I don't have a landlord. I own my home. So, yeah. But anyway, you know, they're off, and because I do videos, they think I'm off. So they try to like turn everything around on me. It's weird, but whatever. I don't care. As long as they leave me alone, I'm happy. That's really the only thing I want, is for the entire world to let me just live my life in peace. You know, I mean, I don't have a problem with communicating with people. That's fine. My problem comes in when people start telling me how to live my life, or start trespassing, or start breaking in, or just in general will not leave me alone in a way that is like unacceptable for like human society behavior. You know, I mean, it's common sense of how certain things you should never do to other people. You know, you should never say to other people, or never pull with other people. And, you know, I just want my normal human boundaries respected by everyone. And that's not a big thing to ask. It's not something that you should feel afraid to ask, and not something that people should give you crap for. Unfortunately, there are some people I cannot tell to leave me alone. I legally cannot tell to leave me alone, and it would put me in more trouble if I told them to leave me alone. But I really need them to leave me alone, and I can't tell them that, because they have power over me legally. I don't have a caregiver or anything like that. It's not anything like that. But until March, I don't have much say over my own life. So when it's over, when March comes around and it's over, then I can start having a little bit more say over my life, and I can start telling people to leave me the hell alone. And let me live my life in peace. But until then, certain people, I just gotta, you know, just do my best to get along and just write it out. And just deal with it the best I can. You do what you can do. I mean, I'm not going to let anybody control how I live. I'm going to live my life regardless of what they have to say about it. And they could do a lot to me for doing that. But it's my life. When this is all over, I'm the one that's still got to live it. So, yeah. But, you know, I still got to be respectful about it, and kind of be careful on where I tread in the situation. So until March comes along, just kind of write it out and work with it as best as I can. It's all I can do. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope you guys are excited for the next one, 2 weeks from now. And please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching, and have a beautiful day. Oh, can't forget my cards. I forgot to do these last week when I did the meditation video. I intended on doing them, and I forgot. I think the reason I forgot is because I have been keeping them with my book, but that's kind of the wrong move, because keeping them with my book, while it reminds me to do them with my book, it still makes me forget to do them for meditation videos. Hi, Merlin. Are you gonna help? Are you helping? You're such a good helper. I love you. I love you. You're such a good boy. Good boy. Siren, get your nose out of his butt. You're rude. You're rude. You're rude. You're rude. Merlin's like, please stop. Please get out of my face. I love you too, but you're annoying. You're annoying. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, buddy. Okay, mommy's got to do this card real quick. Okay, stop. I don't want your nose in my lady parts. Please don't do that. That's gross. And it's very uncomfortable. That's not. All right. And as always, I will take a photo of the card and put it at the end of the video, so you can read it better. So today's card is a kitty that was clearly trying to clean its butt but was distracted. And it says, hang in there. See? It was trying to clean its butt and was distracted. I had to move him out of the way so I could let you guys see it better. And it says, would you leave him alone? You're like, please save me from this dog. Leave him alone. Back off, dude. Hi, Merlin. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. So it says, hello, H2O. Take a drink of cold water. Let the coolness flow in and the anxiety flow out. Focus on the delightful sensation as it flows down your throat. Merlin's trying to help. Siren's trying to help too. He's just very, very big, and it makes it difficult. It's not that I don't appreciate his help. It's that he's just kind of a little bit more in the way because he's big. He doesn't mean to be in the way. He's just trying to help, huh, Merlin? Is Siren just trying to help? You know, even you guys can be in the way when you're trying to help. Like climbing in front of my camera. That's not very helpful. But it's sweet. You know. Now, I'm not actually hurting him when I nudge him away with my foot. I'm not kicking him. I'm just kind of putting my foot on him and just moving him away. I can't do that with my hands because I don't have the strength to. So I have to use my feet. So I'm not hurting him. I'm not kicking him. I'm just nudging him away. I don't want you guys to think I'm like kicking my dog. Because if anybody comes in my house and kicks my dog, they're not coming back. Ever. But yeah, I will not kick my dog. And I will not allow anybody else to kick my dog. I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not, when I go like this, I'm not kicking him. I'm just pushing him away because I try to do it with my hands, but I don't he weighs more than me and he pushes against me while I'm trying to push him away. So, and he's so strong that he can snap a metal clip, like snap the metal right off of it, like in two pieces. So, and he can snap a chain just by pulling on it too. So, I mean, it's not that I'm trying to hurt him or anything in any way. I'm just trying to get him nudged away from me to the point where I can actually read and I can actually breathe. I don't mind his company. It's just, I need space sometimes. Like Merlin's like, please stop. Hey, leave him alone. He doesn't want it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. okay? But like I said, when I try to push him away with my arms, he uses all of his body and all of his strength as resistance to push closer to me. So I have to use my feet to push him away, or I won't be able to get him to move away from me. And if you haven't seen my last video where I explain this, my coffee table and my futon, when he sits here where he's sitting now, he's entirely blocking me in. I'm trapped. So if I want to get up for any reason, I have to move him away from me and get him out of this area, because I'm blocked in. I mean, my futon is against the wall, as you can see, with everything propped up against the wall on the arm of the futon. My futon is against the wall, and my coffee table has like literally this much space between the wall and the coffee table. So I can't get through that way. And so when he's right here, I can't get through. I can't go anywhere. I'm trapped. So I have to move him with my feet in order to get him back. And like I said, there are times when he's just way too much up in my face when I'm trying to do something, or like when I'm trying to just breathe. And I know he's just trying to be sweet, but you know, sometimes you just need a little bit of space. There are times when you want it, and there's just times when you just don't, you know? So, you know, gently just moving him away, and, you know, trying to have boundaries with the dog is good for you, you know? But anyway, again, I hope you guys liked the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if nobody has told you today, you are loved, you are appreciated, you are needed, and you are enough. And don't let anybody tell you anything else. So have a beautiful day. Bye bye.